Because you want to be able to just sit there comfortably with your head and not.
Mommy, it's cold.
I'll just keep my mouth shut.
Look what Asher has. Look what Asher has. Look what Asher has.
One nut, one speed ring. One wheel. So we're going to be tightening up the belts. I'm at about 150 miles on the boards. It skipped on me going down a hill earlier today, so I'm just going to see if I can tighten it a bit. Second speed ring. There's the transmission bearing. It's still pretty clean from when I put it in, so I'm going to leave it in. That just snaps in there. Here's one final big ring. It's the transmission speed ring. We call them spacers here in the U.S., right? What do you think of those teeth, War? They look pretty good, right? Just the coloring.
Yeah, that's fine.
What do you think of the belt? Looks pretty good.
Look at all the what you're looking for.
I don't see any
This tear.
snap
You
or
see
tears.
the tear out right in there?
You do? Right
Just
here?
a little bit. Yeah, see it? Right on the edge. Edge tear out. That's why it's good that it's about, you know, that little, what is that, like 2 millimeter
Yeah.
away from actually being slap up on it, because it stops that
Well,
edge where.
it goes where it wants to ride.
Right. And it's made to go a little ways away from the edge, because
So it looks like
if it's slap up on here. So there's two things to look at. You know, you want to look at the actual drive, and then you want to look at the belt. So you just, as long as there's no, like if a rock or something got caught in there, and, you know, chipped the
Right,
tooth
sure,
or
chip the tooth.
or whatever, made it rough. You just want them to be nice and finished and smooth. And
There's a little chip.
yeah, there you go. There's a little divot. Yeah, that's from grabbing a rock or something. No doubt. All in all, though, pretty good shape. But that does create wear. I don't know if you want to pop that out of there or not, but.
Well, I'm gonna have to go get a torque screw. Hex.
Looks
So-
like.
I don't think so. Maybe that's it.
I think that's what it's for.
I don't want to touch that.
You don't? I thought you did these two and then slid it. Oh no. I was wrong.
No, the motor slides.
The motors.
And the cover's attached to the motor, so it goes with it.
Oh, I see it now.
So we'll take these 4 out. Maybe it looks like even 5. Who knows? What's under this? Maybe there's a 6th one. We'll see. Yeah, that's not the right size.
No.
That's the right size for these.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing.
But
I
that's
was
just the mount.
wrong.
That's just the mount.
I guess it's just to
We
keep
just
them
want to
secure.
adjust the motor a tiny bit. Now the question is, you know, did it really need it? I only had the one little skip. What do you think? Tighten it a little bit?
I know on my Buell, which has the same Gilmer belt setup, that there was a fair amount of slack, and it was supposed to be that way. But that's because it was on a swing arm, and it moves back and forth. I think if you have no, you know, changing in the tension, like you do on a motorcycle belt, you'd want it to be like as firm as it was at factory once it's stretched out. It has like an initial stretch. I don't think it's going to stretch after that. It's probably aramid fibers in there.
Right. Right, so what do you think of this one? Because it's still on.
Yeah, that's pretty slack. You can see it's bouncy.
So we'll tighten it up.
But the problem was, I was hoping you could somehow do it. Well, if this was on there, you could. Because you want to be able to pull it and check the tension. So you're going to definitely want that on there, I reckon.
So we put it on there. It doesn't have the bearing in it. Yeah, it does.
It doesn't have the speed ring in it. That. I want the big ring and the little ring.
The little ring's just for the bearings on the wheels.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. So now it'll be spaced well. Yeah, that'll give you an idea at least. Yeah, so now
There we go. It just popped on.
See how flexy it is. Yeah.
Right, so we need to tighten it.
Yeah, just need to go get a.
All right, we'll be right back. I have a whole tool set for that, but we're losing light.
I think the iPhone will get it. I wonder if the.
I don't know about that. It looks like IC slot.
To make it looser. Is it loose enough to move yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I really feel like there might be a fourth one.
Oh, you might be right. Underneath the cover. That's why it's not moving.
I wanted to clean that out anyway.
You were correct. There is a fourth screw hiding under the frickin' cover.
There's my belt. Now, could I reverse it?
I wouldn't.
So I got to remember which side's which then.
Well, at this point, the way you're holding it is the way that you took it off.
I'm looking for that little chowder bit.
On there. Hey, it's weird. It's like it's already maxed out. There's not much adjustment to be had. Just a smidge. It's like it's already jacked all the way back.
Which is weird because, you know...
It should be the other way around from the factory. So the belt must be like one or two teeth, you know. Like,
I think it's because it shifts for the street or something.
oh, maybe so. Yeah, you might run a different size gear for the street, right? More speed.
Different belt for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know. Just watching.
I don't know either. I mean, I know it's as loose as it needs to be, I would think, to move.
Yeah, I think that it's all the way back is the problem, and it just isn't gonna go any further back. It's maxed out, dude.
Right.
What I would do is once you get it where it's at and get it tightened and put back together, make them both the same on each side, I would just ride it down a steep hill and see if you're feeling it skipping. And if so, maybe you just need to put a new belt on.
Well, it's awfully early for a new belt, wouldn't you say?
I would say. I know if this is a reinforced belt, I don't know. I'm assuming this is a reinforced belt with jeez.
Watch out, baby. I mean, yeah, it's as far as it's going to go because of this one.
That's it. Exactly. That's it. That's as far as it's going to go. Yeah, this is definitely a nice quality belt. So.
I don't see his paper.
see the fibers all through it. So it's a pretty serious belt. It shouldn't really stretch. Maybe we're overthinking this. You know, could be that it's just fine the way it is.
Well, it's skipped. I'm telling you.
I don't see any damage on the belt. They're unidirectional belts. You can run in either direction, so if it does get flipped around from one side to the other, it's not going to make any difference.
I hope I torqued them down there as tight as they need to be. I feel like I did.
You got to be careful, man. I know how you are. You like to
Crack the head off.
to snap the freaking heads right off things. Let me give it a taste test. Yeah, they're not moving a tiny bit. Now you crank the crap out of them.
There we go.
You're done. And you do not want to overdo that. It's beautiful.
We're done here.
Well, you might as well put the belt on. Get everything all on before you put your thingamabobs together. Huh?
Ellie, what is that giant mess under your feet?
Asher did it.
Okay, well don't step in it.
Poor Asher. He's going to take the brunt of everything.
Asher did it.
No.
If I hear that, I'm blaming you, Ellie. You ever tell me it's your brother, it's you. It's the best rule to go by.
She's not going to.
She's like, whatever you say, Daddy. I'll listen to you. I'll listen to Mommy until she tells me to listen to you. And I am this guy. I might as well prime it. I want this out as possible.
There you go.
No, I'm not going to be able to get the belt in like that. I got to put the belt on now.
Yes, sir. I'm going to regroup. We'll regroup on that. We'll come back to that.
Post edit.
Where the heck did your belt go, man? I don't even see it anymore.
It's right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's on the board. All right, I want to look at this without my glasses so I can actually see it with like a microscopic. Oh, yeah.
It's belt time.
This is the side that goes this way, so.
You said this way, right?
Oh, don't touch it, Asher.
Don't touch it. Says Mommy. belts in there. Let me get it in the best possible position.
It's just a cover. Easy now, boss. Remember what you did to your Bully 2 accident.
I've got just as many RC hours in as you, man. I've made a few mistakes in my life, but
You got way more than me, actually. You started before I did. Building little helicopters. But you only got to fly once before they explode into pieces.
yeah.
That was such a fun hobby. I'm going to spend a month building
These
a gorgeous
days you
little
can't
helicopter.
crash them if you want to. They'll stop like a car and be like, no, you can't.
Oh. Yeah, you're old school. You used to.
Feel that bearing. Put this on it.
Yeah, baby. Now we're talking.
Not fit past. I would say maybe it's going to be a tiny bit tighter.
Find out. Once you get the wheel on, and it'll hold it, you know, without rocking. So you'll really be able to see.
I mean, it definitely feels good. Look at that, tension's better. It's
here,
not
put-
mushy, it's taut a little
Lock
bit.
it in so you can really tell. 'Cause it's
Alright,
rocking.
so speed ring. First small one. The large transmission speed ring's already in. Just wipe this off real quick. Bling. Yeah, that's how we like it. Alright, this thing has a floating speed ring inside of it.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, you just kind of gotta steer it on there.
There it is. Yeah, I can feel the tension nice and good now. Drop in the final speed ring. Uh-oh. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Recovery. We definitely could lose things under the porch, and we have no lighting. We're fighting the light. In fact, this is the only half of the video you're going to get, YouTube, because we're going to do the other half endo. But you only need to see one. Now you know how to do the rest.
Roger that.
Isn't that the truth?
Okay, now let's flop it over so I can give it the fingering. Can you finger it? I want to finger it, man.
Oh, you went here.
Yeah, I want to finger
Finger.
it. Oh wow, that's loose and saggy, like an old person's neck waddle. Now that might actually even be too freaking tight.
We'll loosen up.
That's toy, like a toy guy.
Seriously, don't tell me it's too tight. You want me to take it all off?
I had no idea that shifting
that doesn't
it
feel
just
too bad.
a couple millimeters would make it do that. Let's do the other one. Well, you're maxed out on that one, so that way you can have them balanced. Max out the other side and let it wear in and be a happy camper. So them guys that built this here board must have known what they was doing, huh?
20 miles per hour, I would say so. Up a hill. We're going to do this one super quick. Speed ring. Come on, speed ring.
Freaking squirrel's going off back there.
Come on. Belt's wanting to come off with it. That's how loose it is. Doesn't want to come out of the plastic. Alright, I am not seeing the big washer, so there it is, stuck. Transmission washer, outer speed ring, and inner speed ring is between these two. There we go. All of our speed rings, or as we would call washers.
Spacers.
Spacers.
Little flat pieces of metal that have been made perfectly round with that little hole in them. So, time to inspect.
See, I'll be in Melbourne in end of January.
Cool. Get some stickers.
Get some stickers.
Some Australian like beach stickers and shit that you can put all over your board. It's legit.
Alright. Let's get to cracking. The cracking.
Here in Crackalacky.
Look at that dust come off.
It's not dust.
One cover.
It's going to the track. Been riding through the fields.
Bleep.
Now,
You want to
this is a
inspect?
really good way to be able to see it.
Look at all that chowder. That's got to be from the
Chowder.
belt, right? That's
Chowder.
belt rubber.
Look at that there, belt rubber. Now what you want to look for is you want to rotate the spur gear here and just inspect.
Well, I did that with my finger on the other one.
Okay, yeah. Do
It
it
felt
with-
nice and sharp, just like
Nice.
only the black came off.
Yeah, you just don't want it to have any burrs. It's one thing.
We got a tiny couple nicks. We got nicks here.
Nicks.
We've got nicks here.
Nicks.
Ah, that's good.
Oh my God. Throw it away.
Throw it away.
Throw everything away. While you're fiddling with that, which everybody's already seen. Just looking for wear on the actual tooth edge here. Trapping rocks. I would say you are in good shape. Looking good.
Man, I would love to get down in there. You see that? We got to see the motor. Come on. I know you want to see it.
These are outrunners.
These are outrunners.
Brushless. It's a KD on
Holmes,
the back.
Holmes Hobby needs to make one.
They might already. He does have motors for e-bikes.
Yeah, there's a bunch of grime in there. I can see it.
Yeah, it's good to clean it out. Chunk.
Good chunk.
It's a big old chunk of motor right there.
Actually, not too.
Let's take the whole motor apart. I want to see the inside, all the windings, the bearings. I want to see it all.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Can we unwrap the wires off the armature so I can look at them? See. So much crud. It's gross.
There's some kind of C-clip on here that I've never seen. It's a pretty big one. Yeah, there we go. Get in there. There we go. All right.
Very nice.
We should switch this out with that camo pattern I have. That tan
Yeah.
copperhead pattern.
You should. Go
And we should hydro dip. Hydro dip.
You hydro dip the wheels.
Exactly.
Take these wheels apart. Dip the wheels.
We be dipping, why we dabbing? We
Dip
be
it.
alright and trippy.
Fluorescent orange. You don't like that. It's,
All right.
It's not your color.
She's ready to go back in.
You're more of a red and black kind of guy. Could do them in metallic red. You could dip the wheels so they look metallic.
Yeah, can we do red? Like metallic red?
Hell yeah. I could do a paint job on them that would make them look like that, and then you could put like skull heads over top of the red reflective paint. Look like almost like a red mirror. That would be cool.
No, you magnet. Don't you steal my screw. I don't see any Loctite on it. You think I should be putting Loctite?
Mm-mm. Just trying not to shear it off when you tighten it.
Man, they had them tight. I'm gonna have to get them tight.
You're all hand-fisted with it.
Look at your hand. Put your hand out here. You want to talk about ham hocks? Look at that.
Well,
I'm like a baby's hand. You're like a giant.
I don't identify as a giant. I identify as a fairy, a little pixie dust fairy.
Oh, gee, you self-identify you.
Yeah.
It is your right.
Yeah, it is. So I prefer to be.
Although in North Carolina, your bathrooms are still what they are.
I prefer to be called Tinker Hell. You don't mind, so.
Tinker hell. Alright, I like to get these two side ones and making sure that I've got it
Yes. It's
jammed out to the out.
Yeah, you want to get the bolts.
Now that's strange on this one.
This one has more gap than the other one did on the other side. Yeah.
On that out piece.
Yeah.
I wonder when
That could be milling. That could be a tolerance in the machining of it. Who knows? Not that there should be, because it's all CNC. By the look of it. Billet. Yeah, you got it. You got it in the right place.
That placement of that third screw is it's
This baby here, it's just a shame.
but that's just from picking it up and putting it down.
I know.
I mean, what would you want them to do?
I think I'd like to put a little can cover on there. Kind of like on the crawlers. Keep the rash away.
Alright, you tighten check it for me.
Right, yeah, it'd be a lot easier now that it's upright. Dogs here, don't be messing with those batteries. You got it. I agree that you have torqued those down, just like at Walmart when they put your tires on. Two guys have to torque it and check each other. And then they do a special handshake.
Special handshake.
And
for special people.
And they're good to go again.
Just put a tiny.
I'm impressed by the build quality of this board. It is not some sort of shoddy, slapped together hoverboard that catches on fire on Christmas Day. It's true. Yeah, I know you'll be sleeving those custom one of these days. You'll get bored, you'll take the whole thing apart.
Mm-hmm.
Gold plate all your battery connections.
Kind of regret I didn't clean the motor on that one, but whatever.
Hey. Give me an excuse to take it apart again. Do it. I think it works best on its side there, definitely. You can see everything really good.
Need one extra hand.
Well, I've got your extra hand for you, Bubby. Here you go. I got your belt.
Oh, magnet to save me.
Look at the big cracks in the deck, everybody. They're right below us. And then it disappears forever.
That one little screw. You know what? I have these screws.
I bet you do.
I've probably got about 50 of these exact screws. These are definitely RC tiny screws.
Yeah.
Although they look American, don't they? Don't they look?
No, that's
No?
Yeah, that's a good metric screw right there.
Yeah, of course it is because I'm holding it. It's a 332. 332.
332?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit.
I was right.
You were right, bruh. It's nice that they give you this wrench that you'll never be able to use for any reason whatsoever.
Not
But
that
it's
I can tell.
very, very cool. The T-handle thing, though, that's good for a lot of different things. It's a little bulky to carry around, but, you know. Chugga chugga. Look at that. Fits perfectly in there. There it is. Satisfied.
All right.
Another satisfied customer.
All right.
I just did it.
You put the big screw in. I mean the big washer, speed washer, or speed ring. And
The Bob's your uncle.
oh yeah, I need the
Frickin' Bob's your uncle.
transmission, not the tire there.
I guess that would be considered the spur. Another one's opinion, I reckon. I don't know, man. Pretty clever how they came up with that drive, though. You don't have to worry about
I think it's
slipping.
a fly-looking wheel.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about slipping. That's well, you won't know till you really crank it down with the wheel and all.
Yeah.
Might want to wiggle it around with something, who knows. Sometimes you can just poke it around with something. There he goes.
Final speed ring.
And look at that, just as the sun sets, you've got your thing done.
Put air in the tire earlier today, so I know that's good.
You got to change that air like every 150 miles. Put fresh air in there, I believe. It gets worn out.
I feel about the same with me.
Oh.